Hello everyone in reception class, welcome to Cook Along with Rheia. Today we're going to be making some peppermint pigs because you guys have been doing the Three Little Pigs story. So first, I need to wash my hands and put on my apron. For these peppermint pigs, you'll need some icing, some peppermint extract, and we're going to use some red food colouring to make the pigs pink. You also need an egg, and we have quite a large cookie cutter here. You don't need to have this large of a cookie cutter because that's quite a big pig to eat. You need some spoons to mix, a rolling pin to roll out the icing in the end, and some grease-proof paper to make sure it doesn't stick to anything. While you're getting all those things ready, this is our bunny Alan. He's just come in from outside to see what's going on.
There he goes. He quite likes using the cat flap. You okay? Right, Rhea's just washed her hands again and she's ready to go. Right, so what are you doing first, Rheia?
So first off, I've measured out 250 grams of icing sugar here.
Okay, where does that need to go?
That needs to go in the sieve.
Okay, so what are you doing now?
Okay, so I've got my sieve to make sure that there's no lumps in the icing sugar. So
Okay.
I'm just going to sieve that in.
Oh, it's quite dusty.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Quite smoky. Have you come along to see what's going on? This is one of our cats, Sebastian. He's quite interested in the icing dust. What's going on? Hello. Right, you've got a couple of bowls here, Ray. What are you doing now?
Right, so this is the tricky part, and you might need an adult to help you here, because what we're going to do is we're going to separate the yellow bit, which is called the yolk, from inside the egg. So what I do is first off, we do that, and you see that yellow bit in there, you're going to want to put it on your hand.
Bit slimy.
Bit slimy. And then put that bit in a separate bowl. Try to get all the mess into one bowl like that. And this part here, which you can't really see, is the bit that we're going to need, okay?
You washing your hands again?
Yes. Okay, so we're going to use the large spoon to put a little bit of the egg in first, and you're going to add in the egg very slowly and then mix it into the icing sugar.
So what's happening now?
So we're going to mix it into hopefully a paste. So it won't be as thin as this, it will be quite thick and you'll be able to hold it in your hands. And while you're doing this, when it gets to about this stage, you can add in a few drops of your peppermint. I'm going to try to add in half a cap of essence because it says 1 to 2 drops, so I think that's probably
quite
about
a lot
enough.
actually, isn't it?
Well, yeah,
See.
it'll be quite minty. That's what we're thinking. There you go, Mum.
So you're just going to keep stirring that until it all comes together into a ball, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Is your arm aching, Rheia?
Yeah.
Okay, that's quite a nice paste. You said you're gonna make it pink?
Yes, I will make it pink. I'm going to add in, not that much pink because we don't want it to be red.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Wow. Maybe you might need a bit more icing sugar, do you think?
Yeah.
So just put in a little bit more?
Yeah, so we're going to make it so we can hopefully shape it with our hands. You might need a parent to help you. This is hurting my arm.
You're on your own here, Rheia.
Oh, thanks, Mum.
Rheia, it says you've got to taste the mixture to add more peppermint essence if you like. You've added quite a lot more icing sugar, haven't you? So it depends, I guess it depends on how big your egg is.
Yeah, maybe just add in the egg a little bit slower than I did.
Right, so what are you doing now? Looks like you've got some sort of pastry.
Well, yeah, we're going to make it into a ball because I'm making sure that it's in a nice soft dough.
But you still haven't tasted it.
I'm going to taste it now.
Okay. Does it need more peppermint?
I think it does. Okay, so I've added more peppermint and my ball is in a nice soft dough which I can handle with my hands.
Right, you've got your baking paper out, and what are you doing now?
So I'm going to separate maybe about a little bit less than half so I can make the nose and the ears a bit more pink with this bit.
Okay. So what do you need to do now? Shall I put that over there for a minute?
Yeah.
What do you need to do now?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of the icing sugar on the top. So it doesn't stick to the paper. And then a little bit more on the stick. So when I roll it, it's not going to stick to the rolling pin. Okay.
Right, so how much are you going to roll this out by?
I think I'm going to roll it out by about this much. So they're a few millimetres thick. This bit's a few millimetres thick.
Have you decided against this cutter?
Yeah, this one is definitely too big. There'll be too much sugar.
So Rhea's now on the hunt for a smaller, a smaller cutter. Okay, right. What did you find?
So we just found this. Your parents might have this, a little cup which you can use for the rim.
Okay.
Oh.
Right, how are you doing this then? Just pressing it in?
Pressing it in, taking them off, and eventually we'll take off the extra icing and roll that back out so we don't waste anything.
So Rhea's prepared another board with a piece of greaseproof paper with some icing for the peppermint creams to be put on there to go in the fridge. Do they go in the fridge?
Yeah.
Right, the tricky thing is to get the circles off the board.
So once you've got them off, you take off the excess and then you can shape them like that into circles for the pig's faces.
This is the gloriously messy bit.
Yes. Get him off the sofa.
Are you just really wanting to know what's going on? Right, doing pretty well. I think you've got a bit of a hat going on now though. How are you doing it? Because that's quite sticky.
Well, you see, this, it ended up sticking to the, to the paper. So what I ended up doing was trying to take off as much as we can. Then you roll it into a ball. What we're going to do now is we're going to roll it like this.
Make a sausage.
Make a sausage. And then cut off the end of it.
Oh, I see.
Make them into little discs like this to separate them out a bit easier. And then what we do, we put them in the icing sugar, make them into a circle and push them down.
That's probably a bit easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this.
Rhea's hacked the pigs.
I'm making them a bit smaller now though, because otherwise it would be way too much sugar for me.
Okay, so you've got your successfully cut out discs.
Now we're going to make this bit a little bit more pink for the ears and the nose.
The snout.
Yes.
Okay. So you've just tipped in a bit. Ooh. You're going to have red hands after this. You might want to have gloves on. You're not bothered about gloves, Rheia?
No.
So you just squish that around to try and get all of the red
You might
food
need a bit
colouring.
more icing sugar.
Because it's just made it a bit more liquid, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. You're looking busy, Rheia. What have you got done here?
So right now we're making the snouts.
So you've made your icing much pinker, and then you've got some little bits there.
Yes.
So how did you do those?
What we're going to do is we're going to take a little ball about that big, roll it, and then squish it into an oval shape, like this. And then what we're going to do is you might need just a little bit of water. So when you want to put the snout onto the pig, you put a little bit of water there, And then we're going to do this one. We'll put them on there. We've got to do some eyes and some ears.
Right, so you've got all your snouts on. What
Yes,
are you doing
I
now?
do. So next we're going to find something pointy. It doesn't have to be a chopstick, but what we're going to do is we're going to make 2 nostril holes like this for all of our little piggies.
Oh, yeah, okay, so what are you going to do now?
Now we're going to make some eyes and ears with the remaining icing that we have.
Okay.
So for the eyes, we're going to make some little balls about that big. And then we're going to put them on. You might need a bit more water to do this, like this, on each one.
What are you doing now? You're going to make the ears?
Okay, so I'm going to make the ears, and then we'll pause the video and then we'll come back to you once we've finished them. So we're going to make this into about the size of a pea, and then you're going to squish it down like this into 2 little circles. Then you're going to get your little piggies and push the ears down. Well, I might need to use some more water. Then hold them there.
Acts a bit like a glue, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then our other ear. Just a little bit. There we go.
Have you come along? You
Cool.
think it's quite interesting? Oh, hello. Oh, is that nice? You are like a baby, aren't you?
Yes.
Do you think the pigs are good?
Yes. Next thing you need to do is put all of your pigs in the fridge for maybe half an hour or until they're nice and hard, yeah? My challenge to you is to present 3 of your pigs, yeah? And then send us a photo, see whose is the best. These are our little pigs. Good luck, everybody. See you next time, guys, for Cook Along with Rheia.